Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about slope intercept review. It's called a review because we've already kind of done it, but it's part of this unit, so we just want to make sure you fully get it before moving on. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Slope intercept form. Remember, it looks like y equals mx plus b. Hopefully that's committed to memory right now. If not, you got a few more days to memorize it because you will need it. Okay. And there's different ways we're going to use slope intercept form. So depending on what information they give you, I'm going to show you how you can write it in slope intercept form. Okay. So we're going to start with given the slope and the y-intercept, which is the easiest because when they give you that, for example, if the slope of the line is -2 and the y-intercept is -3, we have to write it in slope intercept form. Those are the two things that you actually need for slope intercept form. So the slope is -2, which is our m, and the y-intercept is -3, which is our b. So we just go ahead and fill in y equals mx plus b, y equals -2x minus 3. Okay? So you're going to try this one on your own. Okay, so pause the video or come back to it, and we'll go over this answer in class and answer any questions on it then as well. Okay? Next possible problem that you'll get will be given the slope and a point, and the point might not be a y-intercept. So if that happens, if they give you the slope and a point, you'd always write it in point slope form and then convert it to slope intercept form, which is one option. But if you want to just go straight for slope intercept form, this is what you're going to do. So we have our slope is 2/5. We have our point, which is 5, -1. So 5 is our x and -1 is our y. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in what I do have. I have the m, but I don't have the b. So y equals 2/5 x plus b. I need to find the b, which means I need that variable to be by itself, like be the only variable in existence. So I have to replace this x and a y with a number. That's where I use the point. 5 and -1 go ahead in. So I have -1 times 2/5 times 5 plus b. So I'm going to multiply the 2/5 and 5 because I want to get b by itself, so I need to simplify this and then I can get it over to the other side. 2/5 times 5 is just 2. So I have -1 equals 2 plus b. Subtract 2 from both sides. You end up getting b as -3, which means my slope intercept form is y equals -2/5 x minus 3. Again, you would have gotten the same thing if you just plugged in your slope and your point into point slope form and just got y by itself, which is another option for you. So this try on your own. You can do it either way. If you just want to do it the way like in the example, or you want to try the point slope way, go for it. Okay? We'll go over this answer and the two possible versions that you could find the answer with in class, and we can answer any questions too. Alright, next possible problem would be just given 2 points. So when you're given 2 points, they didn't give you the slope, they didn't give you the y-intercept. So very first thing you could do though, with 2 points, you can find the slope. So we're just going to do the y2 minus y1, so -3 minus 1 over -3 minus 3, which means that I would get -4 over -6, reduce that, so my slope is 2/3. Now I can do it again. Now that I have a slope and I have 2 points, which means I can just pick one basically, I can either plug that stuff into the equation to find the y-intercept and get my equation that way, or I can use point slope form. So I'll show you both ways here. So if I plug in my slope and I want to find b, pick one of the points, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to pick the positive ones because they look easier. So I have 1 equals 2/3 times 3 plus b. Simplify the 2/3 times 3, which actually is 2, and subtract 2 from both sides. I get b is -1. Sorry if I'm going really fast. I forgot to record this video before I left yesterday, so I'm doing it during school. So my slope intercept form is y equals 2/3 x minus 1. If you want to do point slope form, you could do that. You still need the slope, which we already found. And then you can just plug in one of these 2 points. So I'm going to use the other point, -3, -3. Plug it in there. You get y plus 3 equals 2/3 times x plus 3. That's my point slope form. But I need slope intercept. So I'm going to multiply out this 2/3, giving me y plus 3 equals 2/3 x plus 2, because 2/3 times 3 gives you 2. And then I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. giving me y equals 2/3 x minus 1. It's the same answer. So either option is there for you. It kind of depends on what you feel more comfortable. If you're okay with literal equations, maybe point slope form is great for you. If you are very comfortable with substitution, maybe just substituting in the point would be great for you. It's up to you. So go ahead and try on your own. Pick your way and go ahead and try it. If you want to try a different way than you've done, that's totally fine too. You just want to practice it. We'll go over both methods in class and we can answer any questions on it. Then the next one is if you're given a graph, can you write it in slope-intercept form? This is one we definitely already did last unit. So for that, you just need your slope and your y-intercept. You can find both those from the graph. So slope, I just picked up 2 points and they were already laid out for me. I end up going up 2 and to the right 1. So that means it's positive 2 over positive 1, which reduces to 2. My y-intercept, it's hanging out on the 1 right there. So now that I have those, I just go ahead and plug it into the form, which is y equals 2x plus 1. Again, you can also do point slope form if you like that form better, and then convert it to slope-intercept form. It's up to you. All right. And then the last, so then you have a try on your own with your own graph. Okay. So you need to write that in slope-intercept form. And we will go over the answer for this one as well. And then the last one is to convert it to point slope form. We kind of already tested the water a little bit with it in the other day's notes. So we'll go ahead and do this example and then you'll try it on your own as well. So when I have slope-intercept form and I need to convert it to point slope form, I need the slope and I need a point. So I already have the slope as negative 1/4, but I need a point. So what I can do is I can actually create a point using this equation. What I need to do is pick an x, doesn't matter what x, okay? If you pick an x and plug it in, you'll get the y that goes with it. So I'm going to pick 4 because I know 1/4 times 4 is going to give me not a fraction, so that's why I picked it. So I go ahead and plug that in, and I'm going to simplify it so I can figure out what y is. So negative 1/4 times 4 gives me negative 1. So negative 1 plus 5 gives me 4. So that means my point is 4, 4. So to put that in point slope form, I just go ahead and put in the slope and the point. So y minus 4 equals negative 1/4 times x minus 4. That's my answer. And you're going to do the same thing for this one. If you have any questions, please write them down on the side of your notes. You can send me a quick question over Remind 101. You can email me, all that fun stuff. And if not, then we'll go over all these try on your own in class next time. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.